Welcome to Vita Vetus. Today, we're stepping inside the warm and elegant world of Holly Mathis, where antique charm meets timeless farmhouse beauty. From the front porch to the coziest corners, every detail inspires. Stay with us until the end. You won't want to miss a single gorgeous idea. We begin our tour at the charming front porch, where weathered wooden rocking chairs and antique planters welcome you home. The layered doormats and vintage textures evoke a sense of warmth and timeless grace, setting the tone for what lies beyond the front door in Holly's classic farmhouse style. As we step back to admire the exterior, the crisp white siding and lantern sconces define Southern elegance. Black shutters and the structured symmetry create a polished yet approachable feel, an architectural prelude to the antique richness waiting inside this warm and inviting home. The front door itself tells a story. Crafted from reclaimed wood and crowned by a transom window, it invites you into a space where every detail has a past. A delicate seasonal wreath and brass accents add personality to this meaningful farmhouse entry. Crossing the threshold, the entryway immediately embraces you with layered rugs, a vintage boot tray, and aged textures. The light filtering through the transom sets a soft tone, guiding you from the rustic charm of the porch into the gentle elegance of the living space. In the living room, slip-covered sofas create a relaxed atmosphere, centered around a worn leather trunk that serves as both a coffee table and conversation starter. The room balances comfort and style, giving a lived-in look that Holly masters with effortless charm. Above the sofa, a gallery wall of vintage oil portraits adds soul and character. Their presence anchors the room with a nostalgic touch, each frame telling its own tale and connecting the cozy seating area with the layered personality of the home. Flanking the space, built-in bookcases showcase a thoughtful mix of ironstone, antique books, and woven baskets. These collected elements ground the space, giving it depth and texture, perfectly blending the beauty of organization with the sentimentality of heirloom decor. Underfoot, a well-worn Persian rug layered over jute warms the wide plank floors with pattern and age. The colors softly echo the room's textiles, pulling everything together in a palette that feels both intentional and organic, setting the stage for the inviting fireplace. The fireplace becomes a rustic centerpiece with its brick surround and reclaimed wood mantel. Adorned with candlesticks and framed botanicals, it offers a cozy focal point that celebrates natural elements and antique charm with every flicker of firelight. Just beyond, the dining room reveals a long farmhouse table surrounded by mismatched antique chairs. It's a space designed for gatherings and memories, where the elegant wear on each seat adds character and perfectly continues the home's story of timeless, collected comfort. Above the dining table, a graceful iron chandelier casts a soft candlelight glow, adding elegance to the rustic setting. Its warm light highlights the character of each mismatched chair, gently connecting the sense of hospitality in the dining room with the collected charm that defines this entire home. A vintage hutch nearby becomes a quiet showpiece, filled with ironstone and delicate transferware. The open shelves tell a visual story of Southern heritage, while their creamy tones harmonize with the table's natural grain, blending function and beauty in Holly Mathis's signature, timeless farmhouse style. On the adjacent wall, framed botanical prints and an antique mirror add grace and depth. The gentle lines and faded hues mirror the natural textures of the room, connecting the dining area to the quiet romance and understated elegance that flows into the kitchen beyond. In the kitchen, open wooden shelving reveals everyday items styled with antique flair, wire baskets, white crockery, and glass jars. Supported by iron brackets and set against soft shiplap, these shelves reflect both function and charm, inviting us deeper into this warm and welcoming heart of the home. The apron front sink, set in butcher block countertops, blends nostalgia with utility. A vintage-style faucet in warm brass adds another layer of patina, while the skirted base cabinet in ticking stripe fabric brings softness and grace to this hardworking farmhouse kitchen. Painted cabinetry in muted sage green adds subtle color beneath the soft glow of globe pendant lights. The butcher block surfaces are dotted with vintage tools and crockery, uniting modern function with time-honored materials in a kitchen that feels equally fresh and storied. Suspended above the island, aged copper pots bring a gentle gleam, their surfaces rich with history. Hanging from a dark iron rack, they echo the chandelier's rustic elegance, drawing the eye upward while anchoring the kitchen with timeless Southern character. Below, a tiered fruit stand and stacked breadboards create a lived-in vignette of daily farmhouse life. Surrounded by herbs and ceramic jars, this quiet corner tells a story of tradition and simplicity, bringing antique charm to even the smallest kitchen moments. In the bedroom, an iron bed layered with antique quilts becomes a restful retreat. Muted florals and ticking stripes blend gently across soft linens, while vertical shiplap walls and braided rugs complete the room's story of peace, comfort, and storied farmhouse texture. On either side of the bed, painted nightstands hold milk glass lamps casting a warm, soft light. Small bouquets and old books add layers of personality, enhancing the romantic atmosphere that gently links the bedroom's vintage softness to the rest of the home. A vintage dresser sits beneath a large antique mirror, its surface dotted with framed photographs, lace runners, and old perfume bottles. This space quietly celebrates the past, creating a deeply personal moment of reflection and beauty in this serene farmhouse haven. At the foot of the bed, a caned bench and woven basket provide function with charm. The soft textures and aged wood tie seamlessly into the room's overall palette, reinforcing the idea that elegance and practicality live side by side in this timeless home. The bathroom offers a luxurious escape with a clawfoot tub framed by lace curtains and marble tile. Every surface, from beadboard to chandelier, is chosen with care, turning the simple act of bathing into a moment of antique-inspired grace and rest. Nearby, a pedestal sink and oval mirror enhance the bathroom's elegance. Subtle tile work and soft lighting continue the home's cohesive tone, blending utility with beauty in a way that feels gentle, grounded, and full of classic farmhouse charm. Glass apothecary jars and iron hooks organize towels with effortless style. Vintage details like floral tiles and lace-edged linens elevate the room, showing that even the most practical spaces can be beautiful when filled with pieces that reflect the grace of the past. The mudroom greets you with white shiplap walls, antique hooks, and a rustic bench. Woven baskets and vintage lighting lend warmth and function, echoing the same well-loved character found throughout the home, proof that even utility spaces can feel special. In the laundry room, a skirted sink and ceiling-mounted drying rack evoke a gentle domestic rhythm. Surfaces are tidy but lived in, filled with linen cloths and fragrant sachets, a place where Holly Mathis's vision of beauty in the everyday comes to life. Down a quiet hallway, a writing nook with an antique desk glows with lamplight. Pressed flowers and aged books create a thoughtful atmosphere, inviting quiet moments of creativity in a home where even small spaces are full of soul. Wall art featuring needlepoint sayings and framed quotes add a sense of tradition and warmth. These hand-stitched pieces reflect the values and memories woven into the fabric of this farmhouse, continuing the narrative of grace and heritage with every word. We conclude with details that whisper throughout the home: antique glass doorknobs, wainscoting, and softly painted doors. These final touches remind us that beauty lives in the smallest elements, gently carrying Holly Mathis's antique charm from room to room with quiet elegance. Thank you for joining us on this charming farmhouse tour with Holly Mathis. Her refined antique touches and cozy, curated details prove elegance never goes out of style. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.